Welcome to Tail Talk Grooming Chronicles with Hound Therapy, the podcast where we talk all things pet grooming, daycare, academy, and more. Hosted by Shannon and Tanya of Hound Therapy, serving pet owners across North Texas. We're here to share expert tips, hilarious pet stories, and the inside scoop on keeping your furry friends happy and healthy. Our motto, humanity over vanity. And don't worry, we don't bite. Let's get started.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Most owners clean their dog's ears the wrong way or not at all. Today, we reveal the hidden risks, the grooming mistakes that lead to infections, and the simple habits that keep your dog's ears healthy for life. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host and producer, back in the studio with Shannon and Tanya, professional groomers at Hound Therapy. Ladies, it is always lovely talking to you both. Now, today's question is one every dog owner needs to hear. What do most owners not know about dog ear care and grooming?
I would say it's one of the most commonly overlooked areas until there's a severe problem. So it's when by the time they notice it, it's really bad.
Or it's usually time to go to the vet.
Yeah. Some telltale signs are scratching, shaking their head a lot,
Rubbing their face.
yeah,
on the
and
furniture.
a smell. A smell for me is number one. If I can walk into your house and it smells, that tells me your dog has got like there's a specific scent
Yes.
that yeast makes on them, and that ear infection has got that 100%. It's like when you smell it, you know that there's something madly wrong with this
Very
ear.
distinct.
And I would say that's probably the number one most common thing that we see. The other thing that dogs can get is called mites, ear mites. And the best way to see this is a visual. Check your ears, dog, your ears on your dog at least once a week or every 2 weeks. Just make sure it doesn't have to be a daily thing, but it does need to be done consistently. If you've noticed something that looks a little different, make a note and date it, and then go back to your log and say, oh, well, this is definitely worse. I looked in the ear and it was tiny bit red. Now I'm looking at it. It's, got white goop in it. It's dripping down the side part of his ear. Black, gooey, tarry usually means not necessarily an infection, but it's going to mean that there's, an excess amount of yeast in there that they're going to have to pull that ear hair out, or you're going to have to take it to the vet and have it flushed out. We pull ear hair here if you ask us to do that. And we don't for a lot of other dogs. So everything is on a need to know, I would say, basis. So every dog is different.
Yes.
Some dogs really need it done all the time, and some vets are really pro for it. Some are really
not.
negative.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't diagnose an ear infection, but like we see it enough to where I can tell you, like, hey, you should probably go have this checked out by the vet. So if your groomer tells you should have something checked out by a vet, make the appointment.
Because we see your dogs, probably more regular and look at all of those areas way more than most people do. I clean my dog's ears, every morning with just a dry, piece of toilet paper. You can get up, she follows me to the bathroom and she loves it. So, and I always get a little bit of brown goo. Right now I'm getting a lot more because it's allergy season. It's hot. And I would say one of the very biggest pros and cons, or a big struggle that I have as a groomer, is why groomers and vets recommend hair removal and why others don't, right?
Yeah.
Who's right and who's wrong? And it's a hard thing to answer because, like I mentioned, there's no one size fits all.
Right. Yeah. Everybody has a different opinion on it.
So vets and groomers for ear hair removal, what would be a few for you, Tanya?
It improves the airflow in the
There's
ears.
a pro.
A con would be that it would cause irritation.
So if you have an excessive amount, and air can't get down in there, we may not want to pull it, because if we're going to damage all of the follicles inside that ear, now we are really going to cause an ear infection. I think one of the biggest myths is that groomers we cause ear infections.
Yes.
And we don't do anything that would cause there to be an ear infection.
At the most, we make it accessible.
Right. And we try to prevent. So there's a lot of things that you can get by pulling the ear hair. And I tell people it's, shaking the ears because it feels different. Pulling all of that ear out, it's just like a rush of cool breeze. And for a couple of days, it feels odd. So they shake their head. They shake their head, they can get a broken blood vessel in their ears if they're hitting their ears on the side of the tables or, against their face. But the harder
collar.
they're shaking, the more likely it is that you're going to break a little blood vessel in there, which turns into a hematoma, which is a little sac that fills with blood between the ear flaps. So, we try to make sure that you're aware of all of the things that can happen if we pull the ear hair. But based on our experience, dogs that have their hair pulled from the time that they're a puppy to now, like every time they get them groomed, they have less hair. It's kind of like waxing. So they have, it's really easy to pull their hair. It takes 2 seconds. The dogs don't really mind.
And most of them don't even care. Really.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, it's just another part of their grooming life. I mean, they're just used to it.
Yeah. So we try to be really open about, what we do and how we do it.
Yep.
And if I don't feel comfortable doing it, or if I feel like it's going to cause a lot of pain to the dog, then we say go to the vet. Or if it's an infection, obviously I don't have medicine here. We've noticed a strong smell. I'm not sure if it's infected or not. And I'm just going to jump back to 99% of those for us are yeast. I was a vet tech a long time ago. And I saw a lot more ear mites. And this was probably early 90s. Ear mites are very dry. It's like a loose powder, and it's a bug. So when you look at it under a microscope, there's little bugs crawling on it. They're little mites. So, and that's a different, those need to be smothered. That's a different kind of medication that you give. But they're both very bad ear infections. And without keeping your dog's ears cleaned, you're not going to be able to notice when they need to go for a preventative. If you're just checking these out, you're not a grooming kind of person. Your dog doesn't need to be groomed that often. Your vet, Amazon, anybody, you can get a good dog ear cleaner. They're almost all of them are alcohol based, and it will help to dry out whatever is inside that ear canal, and it'll help keep your dog ear smelling fresh and clean, and hopefully keeps the debris out of it.
And kind of following up on the last podcast, a alcohol-based ear cleaner will also help dry out those ears after swimming.
Yeah, anytime your dog gets wet in a bath, in a pool, in a lake, you definitely want to clean out those ears. That's probably my number one go-to. Just keep a little bottle of cleaner with you when you know you're going. A couple of cotton balls. Do not use Q-tips. Cotton balls. You don't want to jab into their ear canal.
I wet mine out almost every week because he goes swimming in the farm pond.
Yeah.
It's gross. So,
and then he smells.
Wow. Such great information today. Any final words of wisdom?
I would say the connection between allergies and ear problems is also another very real thing.
Yeah.
So if your dog has got allergies or skin problems, it's just like with you, you're going to have drainage, and it's going to drain down into that ear canal area, which if it sits down there, there's no amount of cleaning that you can do. So you need to keep your dog's health and welfare in mind, advocate for them, and try to, look at them and speak for them. So if you notice a smell, definitely, come to your groomers, go to your vet. You want to keep them cleaned out. If you're cleaning them out and it doesn't stop, and it's just brown and brown and brown and brown, chances are you got something else going on.
And if your dog does repeatedly get ear infections, like time after time, you're constantly at the vet for an ear infection, advocate for your dog. See if there's something else internally going on there.
Do I need a side point? Do I need to put on my allergy medicines? Is swimming just not for him? So it's a lot of it is like I said, not one size doesn't fit all. So every dog is different. Yeah. You've got dogs with big ear flaps and dogs with ears that stick up. So.
Wow, ladies, this is such important information. Thank you both for sharing your expertise, and we'll see everyone next time.
That's a wrap for this episode of Tail Talk with Hound Therapy. Ready to book your pet's next groom, daycare stay, or grooming academy tour? Call us at 469-367-0009. That's 469-367-0009 to schedule an appointment. Or visit us online at www.houndtherapy.com. Serving North Texas with expert pet care. Until next time, keep those tails wagging.